What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and yeah, in the file of news we should have saw coming, yep, another one bites the dust. CW cancels its third DC show this year. Naomi season 2 is done, not happening. Yep. And we saw this coming, of course, because they already canceled Batwoman. They already canceled Legends of Tomorrow. I'm honestly surprised that any of these shows on the CW are still getting renewed or going to make it for another season. And if Warner Brothers was smart, they would say, you know what, let's go ahead and just dump everything that we got. And then let's just go ahead over to HBO Max and rebuild and start anew. Because that's where the fan base is going to probably eventually gravitate. All the DC stuff is there. Let's just go on over there and let's have our DC fandom and everything that we're doing. Let's just go ahead and do it to HBO Max. It would be smart just from the standpoint of continuing to build upon the success that they've already had. You bring all of these, characters and shows over to that platform. I would just start them anew. I would just start them fresh. Hey, we're going to get new Superman, new Lois, new everybody. I'm going to get new Flash. All of these characters, or even if you're going to keep some of the characters, which you could do with the Flash, nevertheless, you just bring them over to HBO Max and you start new there. But let's go ahead and check out what we got here for Naomi season 2 being canceled. By the way, if you haven't done so already, you got a like button over on that side. You got a subscription button over there. I really would appreciate it if you click those, because that definitely helps my channel out, helps these videos circulate their way around the internet. And if you do like my material and you keep coming back to watch me, go ahead and subscribe. It helps me out and I definitely appreciate it. All right, folks, let's get to it. The CW has canceled yet another DC TV show, as Ava DuVernay's Naomi will not be returning for season 2 in the 2023 season. Yep, it's out of here. It's done. And I never watched the show. I think I maybe saw a couple of minutes. I always check most shows out just to see if I'm feeling it. I wasn't really feeling this show, and I don't think it had a really huge fan base, so I don't think it's letting a lot of people down. It was just probably one of these casualties. Hey, we don't really have a lot going on with this show. The people that are, the fans of this show aren't really showing up in the big way. So let's just go ahead and cut bait. We're done. We can just move forward and get something else going. So it says here, 2022 is going down as the year that the Arrowverse and DC TV universe had their biggest shakeup. In January 22, it was revealed that Warner and Paramount, who own CW, were looking to sell the network, while Nexstar was a reported candidate. The sale has affected the CW's renewal and cancellation process for previous years. I think at this point, you got to just say, hey, DC, your brand is getting harmed here because you're canceling shows, whether or not you think they deserve to be canceled or not. You're canceling shows. Get these things off the CW, straight over to HBO Max. When it came to the Arrowverse and DC TV brands, the popular franchise would usually get renewed early every year. But with the future up in the air, things weren't as safe as they normally are, with several shows landing in the bubble status. While The Flash and Superman and Lois got renewed, see, they're working out, okay? Flash and Superman and Lois have the requisite numbers in terms of viewership to get their renewals. But Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, we saw those as we looked at that, and I'll link that video above. You can see we saw that those particular shows were not getting the viewership needed to justify their renewals. And so they're out of here. They're gone. And then, of course, it says, and despite not being tied to the Arrowverse, Naomi was another CW drama that was on the bubble. All right. Following the Naomi season 1 finale earlier this week, the CW has officially made the call not to renew the DC drama for season 2. Naomi, which is based on a DC Comics character by Brian Bendis and blah, 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 was the title or hero. And again, this is another one of those situations where, you kind of launched this character. Not a whole lot of people knew about Naomi. I personally didn't know much about her. I heard of her, and that was about it. So when I checked out, okay, let's check this thing out and let's see what's going on. Interesting character, kind of cool, but overall not something that I was just latched on to. I think they need to start doing more of the legacy characters. We had a comment from somebody on one of my videos talking about, hey, where's Booster Gold? Right? Yeah, where's Booster Gold? I would like to see a Booster Gold series or film. And I think once the Blue Beetle comes out, when that Blue Beetle film drops next year, which it's supposed to, we got to always, cage that with DC. It might drop, it should drop, but once it does, I think a Booster Gold Blue Beetle team up somehow, you can maybe throw that on HBO Max as well. I think that would just be absolutely phenomenal. If they don't do that, something's wrong with them. But in any case, that'll do it. Just a little quick recap. Naomi's out of here. What is DC going to do going forward with its television properties? I think it's time. HBO Max, everything, get it under your control, where it's not, okay, we're sharing this network with this and with that, and then we can really pump a lot of money and attention and time into these particular series, make them really well done, get some good writers and pay them. I think HBO Max is going to finally be, I wish it was DC Universe. I had that service myself, and I wish it was DC Universe and they kind of just segmented it there. But if they're going to do it, put it on HBO Max and let's have it. All right, folks, that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.